Hi everyone, my name is Meena Murugapan. I'm director at Organo. I'm an architect by profession, and one of the things that I enjoy doing a lot is home and neighborhood design. I have to give a little bit of an origin story about Organo. We are architects who became eco-habitat builders, and in that journey there were a few things that we wanted to push the envelope in. Of course, sustainability was something that we really are very serious about. But another thing that we realized is very important, especially when you're doing eco communities, is ensuring that there is a strong collective bond and there's a urban culture that is family focused or people focused as well as planet focused. We are now at Organo Antharam, our third eco habitat. It's a 60-acre community with 182 homes, and they're all anchored around this idea of village clusters.
Picture a community as a complex puzzle with each individual representing a unique piece. Social nodes serve as the glue that binds this puzzle together, connecting people, enabling sharing, and facilitating harmonious function. Whether it's your school, neighborhood, or online circle of friends, social nodes are the places where individuals foster connection, organize events, listen to each other's ideas, and offer assistance to one another when needed. For designers, the concept of placemaking becomes a potent tool for crafting communities that are safe, inclusive, and conducive to meaningful connections. Placemaking isn't merely about constructing physical spaces. It's about transforming these spaces into cherished locations that resonate with the people who inhabit them.
The heart of any eco-habitat is the residents who live here. Through a series of activities that we facilitate and we trigger, social, educational, experiential activities, we try to kind of create a space where neighbors get to know each other a bit more, all before the community is ready for occupation. This is actually a year before occupation. We start these activities where they start coming, meeting each other, working together, playing together, getting to know each other. And this is two things that we do in a very structured manner. One is that we have a very strong calendar of events, and these events are curated and designed to encourage those three outcomes. And the second is to have a community organizer who works with the residents to help co-create these events. One thing that we are quite conscious of when we are designing the program for each of these cluster clubs is to ensure that there is enough activity for all age groups, be it toddlers, young children, teenagers, adults, as well as seniors. So while there is intergenerational bonding that will happen within each cluster club, there will also be interfamilial bonding that happens. So as families that are moving from different parts of the country to come and live in this eco village, we realize that these strong support systems are important for a healthy living and a more connected living. Biophilic environment creation in each of these cluster centers. We make sure that whether it's a small water body or whether it's a rich, biodiverse flora environment, that no matter what human experience happens, it's always in tandem and it's in harmony with the natural experience within that cluster center. So being planet aware, being species aware, being inclusive of biodiversity, this is something that we are doing in the cluster centers. Organo's tagline is life on a slow track. And what that means and what that creates space for in our residents' life is that all of these places where you can creatively explore, you can learn from your neighbors, learn from the other people exploring different things. We have designed the environments in response to ensuring that these are great places for young people, adults, seniors, but also more importantly, to encourage safe and exciting expression of creativity. Our intense, innate, primal need to express ideas, thoughts through art, through music, through dance, whatever the age group is. I think that is something that when we say safety and security, yes, it is of course by nature and default settings. Those are your defaults, but there is a safe space for creative exploration. I know aunties who start dancing at 60s and young children who are talking about startup ideas. These are all the kind of things that we want to unfold when life is on a slow track. So the architectural expression of these spaces and the cluster club, we've kind of tried to keep a language similarity across all cluster clubs. There is still that contemporary village aesthetics. There is still programmatic differences, and the activities change between clusters. Our intent is that in the future, Organo Antharam should serve as an exemplary model for placemaking that is very specifically apt for the context, the location, and the residents. One of the best things about working on an eco-community project is actually the act of placemaking and facilitating conversations among residents. We truly believe that we can create spaces that not only serve as homes but also become thriving centers of life, growth, and deep contentment. We do think that we are upping the game over here in terms of thoughtful placemaking, which is where the heart of every eco-community is and should become the culture of all the residents over here, to create these long-lasting bonds and, of course, true intergenerational connections.